Hi, it's Steve the Grumpy Hypnotist. This is a short clip to answer the occasional question came up recently of is hypnosis scientifically proven? And I think people are usually surprised when I respond with the answer no. The reason the answer to that is no is because there's really no such thing as scientifically proven. That term is really just like marketing lingo. It doesn't mean anything. The reason it doesn't mean anything is because science is not about proving things to be true. It's not about proving things to be real. In fact, in a deeper sense, it's really more about proving things to be false. Things that can't be proven false, like theories that can't be proven false, they're not really scientific in any way. Um, but anyway, so the tricky part, though, is that just because something isn't scientifically proven, or can't be, nothing can be scientifically proven, just because of that, doesn't mean it can't be studied scientifically. And if people are really interested in some of the real research done at reputable places like peer-reviewed research done regarding hypnosis, they can always go to this National Institute of Health site. It's called PubMed. And all you have to do is Google PubMed, P-U-B-M-E-D, in Google, and it'll take you right there. Basically, it's the database run by the National Institute of Health. You can type in a search term, well, for example, like hypnosis, and at the present time, there's about like a little over 14,000 research papers that have something to do with hypnosis. That doesn't mean they're all primarily about hypnosis or hypnotherapy, but they have something to do with it in some way. So these are papers and peer-reviewed things that were actually done at reputable places, including things like Harvard Medical School, Mayo Clinic, Stanford, places like that. So I would stick to that type of research if you're really interested in looking that stuff up. But to kind of maybe clarify as to why this whole concept of scientifically proven is I think really misguided. If people insist on I need to see scientific proof before I believe something, even that is strange because again, science isn't about believing things or proving things. Belief is not necessary, even with hypnosis, actually. So that's kind of like self-contradictory anyway. But it just means that when someone is saying they demand to see scientific proof, it means they don't know what they're asking for, really. But anyway, one reason, aside from the fact that it's just kind of marketing lingo, kind of like clickbait that you see on like internet articles about like scientists prove that pickles will cure toenail fungus or something. Eating pickles will cure. It means someone's trying to sell pickles, essentially. All that means is that even if that's kind of true, that means the scientists observed some connection, some apparent association between eating pickles and toenail fungus going away or something. Doesn't mean anything's proven, really. But anyway, it's even more nonsensical when it's in terms of something like subjective. An example would be like dreaming. Hypnosis is kind of obviously involving the subconscious, the mind. Like it's not a concrete thing. So it's kind of like dreaming. So in the same way, it would be silly to think that you could scientifically prove that you had a dream. It's actually impossible. For one thing, dreams aren't actually real, but at the same time, they kind of are. And if you think about it this way, if you were to wake up from a very intense dream or a nightmare, you would know that you had a dream, but no matter how hard you tried, you could never prove it. All you could prove is that you seem to have a memory of the dream or the nightmare. And even if you got hooked up to like brain scanners, brain imaging stuff while you were sleeping, and you saw like lights flashing in certain parts of your brain and squiggly lines, it doesn't mean anything. All that would mean is that it doesn't prove that you had a dream. All it means is that your brain was doing some stuff that results in squiggly lines and colored things happening on that imaging device. That's all that means. But anyway, so hopefully that kind of clarifies as to why, the whole idea of scientific proven something is kind of misguided. But at the same time, it is definitely, like I said, there's like over 14,000 papers, peer-reviewed studies done that you can look up on PubMed if you're really interested in flying through a lot of that stuff. But anyway, once again, it's Steve the Grumpy Hypnotist. Thanks, bye.